Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about Iran. I know I look like I'm about to rob your crib, or I might even look like the people straight from Iran. But it's because it's really cold out here. And yeah, I had to rock the beanie today. You feel me? I had to rock the beanie today. Um, but yeah, bro, what the fuck is up? Iran is on some crazy shit. Now, I don't know if this is being covered or not in mainstream media. So I felt today like I needed to express this because I don't know who knows and who doesn't. Uh, I feel like mainstream media hides a lot of shit from people. So they try to keep them in delusion and, you know, doesn't have the best interest for the people. And so I felt like saying this today. And yeah, so if you didn't know, Iran right now is getting mopped. There's basically like a genocide going on there. And Iran has been, Iran's people have been oppressed for years now. But, I mean, I don't know if you've seen my last video or not, but in one of my videos, it's one of my videos in the past is titled, There's going to be, or no, there's a global revolution happening. And I posted that before this Iran situation. And now there's a revolution in Iran. So the people are having an uprising and they're finally protesting. They're kind of breaking the chains that they've been, held down by for many, many years. And yeah, I mean, finally they're fighting for their rights in their life. The only problem is that the government isn't so much for their people. Their government is a theocracy. They're almost like on some dictatorship type of vibes. Almost thought I said something different there. But yeah, they're on like dictatorship type vibes. And, um, if there's a lot of videos online, you can look this up, like Iran protesting. And I mean, people are just filling the streets. Pretty much all the citizens of Iran are in agreement, and they're all on the same page, but the government is not. The people in power are not. And so what happened recently was that the Iran government actually shut down the internet and started to kill their own citizens because they didn't want people protesting and they didn't want the media getting out there or that information getting out there to the world, because obviously that's really bad news. And so now there's estimated about 30,000 deaths, and that's just estimated. People are saying even more. They're saying, like, I've seen numbers of like 300,000 injured. So, and I've seen videos of, civilians are just running and, uh, these people are screaming for their lives, that they seem absolutely terrified for their lives while, I hear shots in the background of the video. So it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And so, yeah, that's happening over there. And to be honest with you, I have no really opinion on what the United States should do. I mean, a part of me is starting to think that maybe the U.S. should step in and actually do something because the regime, I don't even know how to say it, but the country's in a weak position right now, and none of the citizens agree with the government. So it's a matter of just taking the people who are doing very malicious things and actions to their people. And so it's a matter of, trying to protect the innocent good people versus like the people in power trying to just have more power for some reason. It's fucking retarded. But yeah, so I'm starting to think that the U.S. should low key intervene. But I've also seen things on news that Iran is basically like, yo, if you touch us, like even just a little bit, like we're popping off, like it's gonna be a full on war. And so that's pretty crazy. Cause yeah, I mean now there's like high tensions. I've seen like military. We have military sort of whatever vehicles and equipment and all that shit just starting to surround Iran. So we're getting prepared to go into potential war with these people. I don't know if that's the best decision. It might be because if the government is the one killing their own people, then who the hell is going to stop them? Another country has to intervene. And so it's just insane. Uh, it really is just insane. And, I really pray for the people out there in Iran. And I hope justice is served eventually, and that the revolution does come to you know, a complete, it actually becomes a revolution and change actually happens. And now this just makes me think about, the global revolution trend that's happening and what's going on in the U.S. And, if you didn't know, the Epstein files, like 3.5 million Epstein files, just got released, and it looks really bad. Uh, Bill Gates has STDs that he got from Russian prostitutes. Trump's name shows up more accusations. Um, what else? It's just more names, more rich people, more of the things we suspected that would be on the Epstein files are in there. So I mentioned the newly released Epstein files because, we already know that there's a bunch of pedophiles running our country, and and there's no justice being served for it. And so these new Epstein files pretty much confirm what we already know, and I do believe eventually they are going to get fully exposed. And yeah, at some point, people are going to protest, and there's going to be a revolution because, and it's going to be from the people, probably not from the government, just because, people are fed up with it. They're going to be have more clarity on, these are genuinely pedophiles. If there's no justice that's served, then people are going to get really angry, and people are actually going to do something about it. And even if it's not that, these people running to the government don't have our best interest, and so things are going to get worse, and eventually that's what makes people actually change. And so that's why I mentioned it, because right after this, I'm going to be talking about the global revolution trend and how this kind of all connects, and all that good stuff. I think the revolution is eventually going to come here, like I said, especially with the whole everything that's happened in Minnesota. Again, I think it's necessary. With AI advancing at such a fast rate, the technology we have now, um, just the state of the world that we're in. Um, we need an update. We need change. A lot of people are suffering. Mental health it's sad, it's worse. And so things need to change. And so I'm all favor for a global revolution, and I think, um, this sort of Iran revolution that's going on is again ties in with the global trend that's happening, and eventually it's going to happen here in the U.S. So yeah, man, that's really all I gotta say for today. It's just so crazy. I really am praying for those people out there, the people out there in Iran, and I'm very curious to see how everything develops in the U.S. and in Iran. And keep in mind, our daily lives are already affected. I mean, again, these are the people that govern our country. They govern the way our system works. They control like the wages, the economy. Like, I mean, I won't go too in depth, but you can see how, this is really important and affects our daily lives. So even though you may think it doesn't affect you, it literally affects your life every day. Um, and I feel like the effect you're only gonna feel more if it does get worse. So if you don't really see it, then you'll probably see it later if it does get worse. So just wanted to throw that in there. And so it can be a little bit of a scary time, but I'm really optimistic in the sense that I feel like we have a lot of great change that we can make if it does happen. So, anyways, that's all I had to say for today, guys. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Stay blessed. Stay at peace. Spread love and peace. All that beautiful, wonderful, amazing stuff. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.